Hello, family, and welcome back to Cozy Living. I hope that you've been good.
Every dark cloud has a silver lining. Surely the seasons of my life have been changing.
Cozy family, let me share a short story with you guys. Growing up, I was known as the toughest kid around. Well, because I acted like it. I was the one to be made fun of and brush it off. I was the one who always fell and never cried. I was the one who, even when my dad was around, I wouldn't sit in his lap. You know, somehow I was so shy. My emotions were so closed in that I couldn't even express myself. Expressing myself felt like weakness to me. Crying felt like I was being weak. And that affected me all the way up. Things escalated. I got to a point where whenever anyone said anything about me, I'd find myself crying. I'd find myself so emotional that even if an adult would ask me, "What's wrong with you?" I wouldn't answer. The only thing I would do is cry. Cry myself to the point where my eyes would be swollen. Literally. And people around me would be scared, wondering what do they do to me. But because whenever somebody asked me anything that had to do with me being hurt, it evoked everything. It awakened everything that I'd buried. By the way, doing my hair is like therapy to me. I love doing my hair. What's your therapy? Please comment in the comment section down below. Continuing with the story, I remember when I was around grade 7, I got into a fight with this young man. Yeah, it was a boy. And my teacher was very shocked. And I remember she asked me this: "Did you really get into a fight with this boy?" And for the first time, I confidently said, "Yes, I did." I wasn't feeling any bad at that moment in time. I had expressed myself. I had done what I'd wanted to do for many years. Watering the plants in the morning is one of my part-time jobs. I would say it's one of those part-time jobs that I do wholeheartedly. Well, because it takes away my mind from everything that is happening around me. It distracts me in a good way, I'd say. Have you dealt with your childhood traumas? I'd love to hear that. Please comment down below. I remember always saying this to myself: after university, I'm going to stop going to church. Well, I'll be free, right? And little did I know that freedom was what I had all along. Time came when I realized that. Even though I was going to church because my parents were going to church, something always moved every time it was preached in church. But I really did not understand that. I found myself wanting to know Jesus more, but yet I just didn't. At that time, I thought I could take full control of my life. I saw myself as the manager, the boss, the CEO of my own life. And honestly speaking, now I see that I wasn't living the good life. But then I thought I was living the life. Everything was sailing. I was cruising, hey. As time went by, things started to change. They changed within me and they affected my entire life, from family to friends. I remember vividly the day I got my first official Bible. Well, I got it by mistake, I would say. At that time, it was a mistake. What happened is I was in my high school and I passed through an open storeroom. Well, the door of the storeroom was damaged, so there wasn't any door. So I saw a pile of books in that storeroom, and it looked like the books have been there for quite a long time. So my mind told me, go and get one scribbler, you might use it for revision. So I went to that storeroom with the aim of stealing a notebook. Well, that is stealing because nobody gave me that. So as I went looking for the notebook, I found them actually, but I didn't get them. And I saw these books that were really interesting. That is the Bible. There were different kinds. And I looked through them. I was like, let me just get one. Let me just get one. I don't even know why, what was my reason then, but I found myself saying, let me get myself one. I ended up stealing the Bible and not the scribbler. The only thing that I got out with was the Bible. And surprisingly, there were many other things, but the only thing that I got out with was the Bible. I don't really remember well, but one thing that I know is for the whole first year after stealing it, I never read it. I just kept it there, piled with other books. But a day came when I opened it. Jesus saved me. To everyone who is going through difficult times right now, may I tell you this. There's somebody who loves you so much. Somebody who was nailed for you. Someone who will choose you over and over again, regardless of what you have or not. Seek him. He loves you. I'm not a good cook, but this was actually better than what I anticipated. The golden hour has arrived. It communicates a lot of things, and one of them is we're almost done with the day. It doesn't matter how much you've done or covered. What matters is you survived the day. Once more, thank you so much for coming through and watching till the end. Let's meet again next week, God willing. I love you. Stay blessed.